It's time to glide, stretch, strengthen, and massage for your trigger finger. Let's do it. Bring your hands out like this. Let's help you. Arch your wrists and do a little circles there. Create some space in between your earlobes and your shoulders. Give me some good posture. A lot of people with trigger finger actually have bad posture, so we got to keep that posture good. We're stretching right now some muscles like your flexor digitorum profundus, your flexor digitorum superficialis. Ooh, that was a mouthful. I know this can be frustrating, but this is a 3-part series. It's going to help. It's going to get you somewhere. If you're still suffering, get some iStack, some shockwave, and some laser onto that. Shockwave for the adhesions, laser for the inflammation. All right, let's get your neck now. We're gonna do a 45-degree stretch. Do the mirror image of what I'm doing. Take your left hand, I'll take my right, and just pull your head at a 45 degrees, just like this. Let that shoulder fall and just pull. Your C8 nerve root supplies your finger flexors. So we want that lower cervical spine to just be freed up, that nerve to be freed up. Your median nerve helps with your pointer and middle finger. Your ulnar nerve helps with your ring and pinky. Most of you, it's more likely your ring finger. There we go. Pull, pull, pull. What is trigger finger? Well, it's also called Tenosynovitis. There's a tendon that goes through this loop at the base of your finger at the MCP joint, and that just gets some friction on it, gets some inflammation, some adhesion, and all of a sudden that tendon, let's go to the other side, can't actually go through that without clicking, without triggering. Pull, pull, pull. Good. The next one, you might want some lotion. We're going to do a little massage right on there. I don't need it, but you may need it. Pull, pull, pull. Tuck the chin. Feel that stretch at the base of your neck. Really pull. Let's free up that spine. The spine is really the fuse box. It's where the nerves start. So let's free it up. I'm so excited to help you guys. Let's do this. All right, so next we're going to do a little massage. So we've got the dip joint, the pip joint, and the MCP joint. We're going to start right here. We're going to go into, actually let me do it this way. We're going to go right at the base of that pip joint, and we're going to bend the finger so it doesn't trigger, but put a decent amount of force. So we're going to go right on the tendon, and we're going to straighten it just like that. We're going to straighten it. This is called ART. There's some studies showing ART does help decrease pain, decrease stiffness, decrease clicking. So this is right here. We're going to get you, and you're going right on the finger that's triggering, of course. You're not just going on any random finger. Good. Beautiful. So now we're going to go just nice and hard. You're going to feel a little tenderness there. And then let's go a little bit below it and dig in just below that MCP joint and straighten just like that. There we go. Digging in. This is part of the massage and the gliding at the same time. That's important. It's important we glide. We got to get movement going on. Movement is the medication. If you move things, gosh, it's amazing what can happen. Move out inflammation, break up adhesions. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to do a little gliding now, okay? So we're going to hold that finger and we're just going to glide it like this. So you're supporting the dip joint and the MCP joint, the pip joint and the MCP joint, and you're just getting a little gliding in without clicking, without triggering. There we go. Just like that. Just keep going. That movement is going to decrease swelling. You know, a lot of people, I've had people say, oh, you're an influencer. I'm like, I'm not an influencer. I want you to be the influencer. You are now influencing. You're not waiting for your insurance to cover this. You're not waiting for some doctor to see. You're actually rounding the bases right now. And maybe when you see that doctor, then they'll have an easier job, or maybe you won't need them at all. My goal is to get you well by yourself. Good. Just keep moving it. Just keep gliding it. Okay, now we're going to do a little more gliding, but instead of the dip joint, we're going to go with the MCP joint. So we're going to do a little sock puppet here. Okay, so your fingers are going to flex right at that MCP without triggering, just like that. You're doing great. I think really to do this, doing a couple of these videos per day. I know it seems like a lot, but it's gonna take that. This is not necessarily just a quick, easy fix. It does take work. There we go, good. Okay, let's stretch it now. A lot of this is strengthening your extensors and stretching out your flexors here. So we're gonna do all the fingers. Let's start with the thumb. In fact, a lot of kids, the number one finger that kids get when they get trigger finger is thumbs. Maybe it's the video games, I don't know. And just pull. So you're letting that out. You're coming back around with the other finger, with the other hand, and pulling. Oh, doesn't that feel good? This is like a little yoga for your hand. It's saying, thank you. Good, let's go with the next one. Let's go with the pointer finger. Good, feel that nice stretch. Extend that elbow. Pull the shoulders down. I need to remind myself. Pull the shoulders down. You're looking good, doing good, feeling good. All right, good. So next thing we're gonna do, this is the A1 pulley stretch. The A1 pulley is right there, right on that joint, and that's the one that we can actually stretch. I've watched a lot of other videos from other practitioners, and they're not talking about it. They're going, okay, cortisone injections or surgery, but this is the latest. So you can actually increase that, okay, go to the next finger, pulley height by as much as 0.5 millimeter as far as the study goes. So, and just pull, straighten, good posture, loving it. So you're gonna need either a rolled up towel, or I actually cut something that's 45 degrees because you want the finger, the involved finger, to be 45 degrees. The others are gonna be resting on the table. And just pull, chest is up, smile. Say, I'm getting better every day. I'm getting better every day. Even on your tough days. Somebody asks you, oh, how you doing? How is that thing, right? You feel like you're just suffering by yourself. But somebody says, how you doing? You just go, you know what? I'm getting better every day because you're doing it. Health is a verb, and you're doing it right now. Okay, let's go ahead to the pulley stretch. This is super exciting. So again, I have this, or you can use this just like this. So that finger is about 45 degrees. I'll use a little foam thing that I cut out, and I'll just say, I don't have trigger finger, but I'll just say it's my middle finger. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pin down the tip of that finger, and you're going to try and bring it this way. So it's an isometric contraction. You might even feel the tendon come up, and we're just gonna hold that. And we do it for about 30 seconds. And if you can do this for 30 seconds 10 times per day, it's going, that pulley is going to start getting there. I do want you to have some patience though. This is a good 6 weeks. And now let it relax. Shake it out a little bit. And then let's do it again. Good. So contract that finger, see that tendon coming up. If it wasn't for that pulley, right, that tendon would just come out like a bowstring. And so that pulley has you have 5 of them right there in that finger, but and this is called the A1 pulley, the annular pulley, and just contract, contract, contract. You're just lifting that thing, lifting that tunnel, creating more space. Good, okay. Let it relax, shake it out just a little bit, move it around. Let's go again. Let's do another set. Go ahead, contract. I can see it coming up right here on my hand, lifting right up. Shout out to all you guys, the rock climbers, the gym guys, the luggage handlers, everybody that's gripping and gripping and gripping the computer. I'm here in the Silicon Valley. They're on their computers with those mouse, and these things can happen. And so we're going to reverse it. All right. Okay, so just shake it out a little bit, and let's get the fascia. The fascia covers your muscles, your tendons, your nerves, and we want to just make sure there's no adhesions in it. And so we're going to pinch and roll. It's sort of like, it's called skin rolling, and it really is great for fascial adhesions. You've got trigger points, you've got muscle spasms, but the fascial adhesions can play a big role also in the mechanics of your hand, in the functioning of the tendons and the nerves, and just roll that in your finger. I've had times where I've had, oh, it's been tough, somebody's hip couldn't help them, and all of a sudden I'm doing fascia. Oh, that was the missing link, that was it. Okay, if you can get the hand, great. If you can't, I understand, but try and pinch the skin on the hand. It's a tough one though. Pinch, 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 pinching and rolling, or just go right here. This is right where the carpal tunnel is. That's an important location for you. Beautiful. Let's go back to those A1 pulley stretches. Come on down here, get your washcloth, and let's push, just like that. Push onto the finger and bring that finger back towards you, but keeping it at that 45 degrees. Isometric contraction. Okay, give yourself a little rest for a moment, and then let's go back to it. Beautiful. Using it. It's sometimes a little challenging to keep the rest of the fingers straight, but do your best on that. If you can't, I understand, but do your best. That's the ideal on this one. And then let it relax. Let's go one more. So you've already gotten a number of sets in today. And then let's just stretch it out. Bring it out in front of you and just pull. And feel that forearm stretch. You've done great. I'm going to see you this afternoon or this evening, or if it is this evening, make sure and put your brace on before you go to bed, and so that that does not flex, because at night the tendons swell a little bit. All right, glad to be on this journey with you.